What's up, guys? Let me tell you a story. So a couple years ago, I'm living in this apartment building with a couple guys. We're tight with the guys next to us. One of the guys next to us, like in the next room over, he is this chronic video game player. The guy just loves video games. I'm talking 12 to 14 hours a day. It was insane. The guy had actual dark circles under his eyes. I'd never seen that before in real life. I'd always heard that it happens, but just like it was crazy. Anyway, it's getting close to the time that we're gonna move out of here, and we're tight, so we'd come and go from each other's rooms all the time. And this guy walks in one time, and I've got my shirt off, and he's like, "Whoa, dude! Like, nice physique, nice abs." And I was like, "Oh, but thanks, bro. Like, you could like." I could teach you how to work out. We can start going to the gym, you know. Like I can help you. You can get this physique, right? You can improve your physique. You get stronger, whatever. I'm pretty much offering to help him, and he goes, dude, you know, if I had to trade my video games for your physique, I'd never do it. And I just kind of didn't really know what to say. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Because I used to be like heavily into video games. And as soon as I kind of got away from that, my life got way better. And I started lifting and I felt way better. And I was just baffled. I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay. I don't know, because I just always wanted to have a good physique. Even when I was a kid, I'd always imagine myself like in the superhero movies, you know, the guy gets struck by lightning or bit by a spider and then now he's got abs or whatever. I always wanted that. And so it just kind of blew my mind that he thought that sacrifice wouldn't be worth it. And I didn't really know what to say to him. And then I never saw him again, but a couple months later, I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. You don't have to sacrifice all 14 hours, only one. I literally would go to the gym only 1 hour a day. Literally for 1 hour a day, I'd come home, make a protein shake, call it a day, do whatever the heck I wanted from that time forward. That was back when I was still like pretty heavily into video games, so I'd play like 4 or 5 hours of video games after I'd go to the gym. But since I went to the gym, I was making so much progress. And I was sitting there, I was like, man, I wish I would have told that guy that he didn't need to sacrifice all 14 hours of video games. He just needed one. He just needed to go from 14 hours to 13 and then use that 1 hour to go to the gym. And then you could literally do whatever you want the rest of the day. And you could have both. You could have the good physique and you could have the video games. And so the reason I wanted to tell you guys this story is because I feel like a lot of people think that when they start self-improvement, they need to go from 0 to 100. They need to like get off social media and they need to never play video games again and they need to throw out their Xbox and they need to like lock themselves in their room and not talk to people and just focus on business or work or whatever like that. And that's just not the case. You can have a lot of things. Like you don't have infinite time in the day, but you've got a lot of time in the day. And you don't need to work out for 6 hours a day. In fact, like that's a bad idea. I still only work out for like 1.5 hours a day. The point is, it's going to help you to not expect so much of yourself right away. Like if you're playing video games for 10 hours a day, then going from that to 0 and doing all the productive things is a huge step. And so instead of trying to expect yourself to go up pretty much this entire flight of stairs, but with no stairs in between, just put stairs in between. Just like sacrifice 1 hour of video games. Do 9 hours a day instead of 10 and use that 1 hour to go to the gym or use that 1 hour to do some research on your goals or something like that. Like it doesn't have to be the gym, but just gradually replace that. And then it's like you're still playing 9 hours of video games a day, bro. Like how much of a difference is that going to make to go to 10 from 10 to 9? Like I don't know, like that's a lot easier of a sacrifice to make, you know? You can have both things. Like only a Sith deals in absolutes, bro. Like you don't need to just either be this super crazy productive person or a complete loser who just like wastes all of his time all day. You can gradually go in between that. And that's actually the correct way to do it, because if you try to just like abandon all of your habits and hobbies that you like doing, like video games, eating junk food, all that stuff, and you abandon those completely and you never like you're going to quit cold turkey and you're never going to go back and you're just going to go from 0 to 100 being this perfectly disciplined person, you're going to last maybe a day. You'll literally do that for probably 1 day and be so burnt out that you'll just snap back and you'll go right back to where you were for weeks and you won't be motivated to try again for a while. You've just got to do it slowly and gradually and incrementally, and then eventually you'll be over here, but it'll feel sustainable because you've done it gradually instead of just snapping back and forth. Anyway, that's the key. I think that's about it. Yep. See you, boys.